It is time for the highs and lows of the week, and our first high goes to the wildly successful exporting of America's finest natural resource, Taylor Swift. The superstar sold out the famed Wembley Stadium just outside of London for 3 nights in a row, with nearly 90,000 fans at each show. Taylor turning celebrities into giddy Swifties. Tom Cruise shared friendship bracelets. Ashton Kutcher danced with his son to Blank Space. And yes, even Beatles icon Paul McCartney turned up for Taylor, dancing the night away with fans, his arms stacked with friendship bracelets. Also in the crowd, of course, the Kelce brothers. Retired Eagles center Jason Kelce spotted a starstruck young fan named Aiden wearing his jersey ahead of the concert and stopped to say hello. But the main event came when Jason's little brother and Taylor's man, Travis Kelce, stunned fans by coming out on stage in costume with Taylor's dancers during the final London show. In a transition between songs, he carried Taylor across the stage and powdered her face. Taylor posted about the moment the next day, saying she was still swooning over his performance. Now, if you missed Taylor in London, good news. The Eras Tour swings back through Wembley in August for 5 more shows. She is unreal. Our first low goes to the greatest trophy in all of sports, being dragged through all manner of indignity by the players who won it. Happens every year. For the first time in franchise history, the Florida Panthers won the Stanley Cup in a nail-biting 7-game series against the Edmonton Oilers. Right after the deciding game, the team poured beer straight from the trophy onto defenseman Nico Mikkola. That was just the beginning. Tradition dictates every player gets a day with the cup, so the beer kept flowing even off the balcony of an establishment down onto some fans. Next, some of the guys took the Stanley Cup for a dip in the Atlantic. Matthew Tkachuk hoisted the cup as teammates and fans cheered him on. As the trophy's South Florida tour continued, Hall of Fame goalie and Panthers special advisor Roberto Luongo enjoyed a nice helping of pasta right out of the cup. A little grated parm there, too. Very nice. And no party is complete without a stop at a Miami nightclub, where Lord Stanley's Cup spent the night at Club 11. Presumably with bottle service in the VIP area. It is exhausting being the Stanley Cup. Our next high goes to the U.S. service member who gave his sister the best wedding gift she could have asked for. At her rehearsal dinner, bride-to-be India Jones got a video message from her little brother who is serving in Iraq with the United States Army. In the message, Sergeant Christian Hart told India he was on his way home to Virginia and hoped to get there just in time for the wedding the next day. But then,
I am leaving in a couple of hours to go to Kuwait, and from there I'll need to come home in time for the wedding. No! Just in time for the wedding.
the emotions come pouring out when Christian instead showed up early at the rehearsal dinner. How great is that? India posting this video on TikTok with the caption, "Literally the best surprise of my life." Congrats to India, her new husband Landon, and welcome home, Sergeant Hart. Our final low goes to the summer heat so oppressive, not even Abraham Lincoln could stand it. He's been through a lot. A 6-foot-tall, 3,000-pound wax statue of the 16th president was installed in Northwest Washington in February. The statue had 10 wicks that were meant to be lit individually, causing Honest Abe to melt like a giant candle, but over time. Instead, the D.C. heat expedited Lincoln's demise. By Monday morning, the president's head was gone, his leg was separated from his torso, and his foot was a blob, all melted away. With his head tilted back on a melting body, President Lincoln, as usual, spoke for many exhausted Americans. One person posting, "Me too, Wax Lincoln, me too."
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.